And the things he's brought me from, that gives me a reason to praise him. To praise him. There's been time in my life that I felt alone. There's been situations that has hurt me to the bone. But every time I thought I could not stand, Jesus came along and he took me by the hand. I've got a reason to wait my day. I've got a reason to do my day. To do my day. When I think he's done, and the things he's brought me from, well, that gives me a reason to praise him. Trouble in my way, I had to cry sometimes. So much trouble, I've laid awake at night. But I found that there's not a friend like the lonely Jesus. No matter what the situation, he's able to keep us. Yeah. I've had some bad days, and I know you've had some too. But one thing I do know, he's always there for you. I'll praise him. Yes, I will. I'll praise him. I will praise him. I'll praise him. Oh, I will. 'Cause I've got a reason. I've had some bad days. Listen, and I know you've had some too. Welcome to another edition of Music Entertainment Talk with your host, Don Paget. I got a wonderful program for you today. We actually sit back, relax, join with us for this great interview. Today we have our special guest, and she is a native of Virginia, Hampton, Virginia, and she has done a lot in the gospel music industry. She's a role model. She's a singer. She's a songwriter, director, music, and voice teacher. And we have Jeanette Adams, our national and international recording artist, in the studio with us. And we're going to bring her into the studio at this time. How you doing?
Hello, hello.
God bless you. God bless you. It's a privilege and an honor just to have you here on the Vnetwork Radio. I'm telling you, your music is going all over the world, and your style of music is so awesome. We love your music here. Yeah. You have a different things that you do, and I'm telling you, you do a lot in the gospel music industry. And tell us how you got started and where it all began.
Oh, hello, everyone. It began basically when I was about 5 and 6, and my mother got together, my siblings, and we all was singing, and we was on the anniversary marching down the aisle. And I found some pictures of me and my sisters. We was marching and singing. We dressed alike. And after that, as I got older, I joined a community choir, and then I moved on to another, like four of us. It was more like a praise and worship, but we didn't call it praise and worship back then. And we kind of traveled on the road and did. And then I formed a group called the WTL Singers, which is consists of my four of us, my sisters, and we was out singing at the Craftsman Hall places where we opened up for Slim and the Supreme Angels, the Gospel Keynotes. We was out there with the Mighty Clouds of Joy. We was on the road then singing Maddie Ingram, the True Facts. We was out there back then, and we just continued to sing And I also started playing the piano, and I, was playing for different, but I also was singing while I was playing, and
Right.
basically how I got started.
All right, all right. And you have a single out, and I'm telling you, it is dynamite. We just heard it. I've got a reason,
Yeah.
and tell us about that particular single. And I just love it because I love how you started with the keyboards coming in, and then the guitar tracks in the back. Oh, and then your voice just, I mean, ignites it.
Mm.
And tell us how, tell us about that project.
Um, my producer was Bobby Foreman, and he wrote it.
Hmm.
He wrote it. He said he wrote it for me. He said, I know she can sing this.
All right.
Paper, I put my phones on my ear, and I stood in the box, and I had the microphone, and I just had words, and the light was dim. And he said, just start with your background. So I
Hmm.
singing it. He really didn't have to plan exactly. I just went how the music was, and I laid my background tracks.
Wow.
And
Yeah. And that's awesome. You've recorded a few projects, and this wasn't your first. And tell us about when you first started recording.
I recorded first in 1984. My sisters and I did a 45 record
Hmm.
called Call on God, which I later redid on my 2002 CD. Call on God, and I did Jesus Loves Me. I rearranged that. And that was playing on the radio,
Hmm.
the 45. And
Wow.
the other CD called Call on God was in 2002. I wrote quite a few songs on that.
Hmm.
It was big, in the area. And then I did another CD, which is He Did It For Me in 2011. Mm-hmm.
Wow. And I just want to show this beautiful picture here. The cover, Jeanette Adams. Yes, that's elegant right there. Yes. Um, and name of the song, I Got a Reason. And those of you that would like a nice up tempo melody, the sound, I'm telling you, this project is for you. You want to make sure you go to all digital outlets to go and pick this project up. Um, yeah, and let's talk about when you went into the studio. What was it like for you? I know you've been in the studio several times, but does going into the studio make it easier every time?
Um, it really depends on who your producer is.
Mm.
Bobby for me pushed me. Oh, you can do this because I'm more
Yeah,
traditional
yeah,
singer, and this had a little groove to it. But
right.
when I read the word, I was looking at the words. I've got a reason. I mean,
Hmm.
oh my God! So it began to minister to me. So
Hmm.
I sung it the way I did because I was ministering to myself.
Right.
It can go out. That song actually I did some years ago,
Mm.
and I couldn't put it out. He asked me
Wow.
to put it out. My family asked me to put it out. I wasn't ready. I kept saying, no, I'm not ready. And I woke up and the Lord spoke to me.
Hmm.
And I said, it's time. He said, it's time. The word
Wow.
is song. So this song is something that I pray that touch your heart and soul and your mind because you got a reason to pray him. Praise him no matter what your situation is, no matter where you've been, no matter where you're going. You got a reason to pray him in the good times and the bad. And that's what just give me the joy in that song. I can praise him any time I want.
Yeah, and with your music history, I mean, to have an up tempo like this is so great, and for you to be able to play as a musician and artist, traditional, the contemporary, and you've opened up for so many different artists, and you've toured with different artists such as Timothy Wright. I looked at that and said, "Wow, the late Timothy Wright." And you was in Luther Barnes Classic, and Ty Tribbett, and Pastor Shirley Caesar. All right. tell us about those experiences with Pastor Timothy Wright. I just love Pastor Timothy Wright and all of his music that he created before his passing. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I was on the Spirit of Norfolk in Norfolk, Virginia, and they came and they was, I believe, upstairs and I was downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
They were there. Ty Tribbett came down, took a picture with me, gave me an autograph back then for my children.
Yeah.
And Timothy Wright, um, I do love his music and
Yes.
was able to talk with them and sing. Shirley C's I played, she came to my church with her husband and I played that day and sung. Also, the other person you said,
Yeah. Timothy Wright. You had Chai Tribbett, Ricky Dillard, Dr. Ricky Dillard.
it was a service someone had and I got up. I think I did two songs
All
and
right.
sitting right in front of me. Uh,
Wow.
he's,
And I see that you rallied alongside Dr. Martin Luther King
yeah,
Jr. Yeah.
um, it was the preacher that walked with him and was with him. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
take his name off my head. It is on my bio. He passed not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was in his presence. I was able to did a song for a couple of songs while he was there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I
And I'm telling you, and you've sung in so many different venues and churches. What are some of the memorable moments that you've had in your career in the music industry?
um well I when I opened when I sung on Luther Bond's the service that he had, I I found myself opening for him twice at like some banquets.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows me. And one particular time after I sung, and then he came up and he said, "Now y'all keep putting her before me. Well, for sake, y'all want me to come behind her." He
Yeah.
joked. Then at the end, he asked me to come up and direct. I said, "Well, I play, I don't direct." He said, "Well, you're gonna direct today." So we had that kind, relationship. I know his agent and everything, and I thank God the people that I met and been in their presence, they were very nice people, and they treated me with
Mm.
kindness. And that's when I was at the beginning of going out in the public and coming on. But like I said, I sing basically 3-4 times a week for different services people call me for, and I'm just glad to be a service for people.
Yeah, and that's awesome to hear that you stayed busy nonstop, in the gospel ministry, singing praises to God during this COVID-19. Some artists they've stopped and and they've kind of sat back. Some have gotten depressed, during this time. How was it for you? I know you had said that you were ongoing and you were singing nonstop.
It slowed down a whole lot,
Oh, okay.
and I began to bake. I was baking to the people that knew about me singing. So they began to buy my pies and cakes. And that encouraged me. And I would get online, get my piano, and begin to sing online and minister.
Okay.
I did. And whenever they called me for a service during the week, because everything had slowed down, yeah, I would go. And then it started picking up, and I was going 3-4 times a week, you know.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah. You've traveled the road and you've seen us, different things in the road, and so what? Tell us, traveling, seeing all these different artists, Slim and the Supreme Angels, and being on those types of venues and things like that. What was it like for you to be there with Pastor Shirley Caesar, Ty Tribbett, all those different artists, and to be able to go there and meet these different artists and to sing with these different artists.
I was excited.
Uh
But
huh.
at that time, my mind wasn't, uh, you know, too excited, but I was excited, and I just sung. And then when my sisters and I, we all was together, we met them, and we just enjoyed ourselves because we was doing what
Yeah.
we do. We love to sing, and it has gotten even more with ministry now. With
Hmm.
a heart and soul, and that's part of my motto. You know, I want
Yeah.
to touch the inside. People need that. Like you were saying, some people got depressed. I know a lot of people got depressed.
Hmm.
You gotta keep on praying and keep on moving.
That's right. That's right. And we just want to thank all of our friends that's showing the love in the chat. Dr. Bradford Howard's in the house, and Beverly Stevens, Sharon Taylor, Kathy Adams is in the house, and so many are out here watching you, and they're sending up those hearts and those like signs. They're loving you for your music. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
you're doing it up in the gospel music industry, and how has the internet helped you to get your music and your message through Jesus Christ all over the world?
wonderful.
Hmm.
The internet can help you or hurt you, but
Yeah,
it's really helped. You know, because
yeah.
easier, especially during the pandemic, you could.
Hmm.
So thank God, internet and was able to. You just got to get with the right person so they can show you how to do it, or get someone to help you do it so you can spread the gospel. Yes. Yeah.
And when we had this pandemic, did you stop writing music? Did you stop, because a lot of artists, like I say, they stop writing their music. And have you stopped writing, or you continue writing your music, forming new songs, and you're just ready to get back into the studio, right?
Yes, I am. I'm ready to do some more concerts. I'm
All
ready.
right.
Ready. Um, I wrote, matter of fact, 3 songs, and then I went back and forgot what they sound like. I got words, so now when I write, I put it in my video, so I can remember what I wrote. But yes, during that time, I wrote a song, and I think I actually saw it on Facebook, you know, to the people because I knew that people needed to hear it. They were so glad.
Mm-hmm.
There was response.
That is so great. And I just want to give a shout out to Frances Green. My niece is out there all the way from Massachusetts. And we're praying for her and her family, loss of her father. And yeah, we want to thank her for being out here also in the chat room. And so many who are posting their messages of love and likes on the chat line. And hey, if you all have a question for Jeanette Adams, you can post it in the chat. I'm monitoring the chat room also. And you can post your question in the chat room, and we'll definitely make sure that she honors that and answer any questions that you may possibly have. Um, when it comes down to the music industry, what are some of the things that some tips in the gospel music industry you think that we should have? Um, I like to have artists give their perspective on the industry and what we can do better, as gospel artists in the gospel music industry.
Support.
Hmm.
We need more support from other artists. Artists need support.
Yeah.
It's not enough support from other artists.
Okay. Yeah, and I think that's one of the keys right there too, is because down through the years you had record labels, and you had record companies. They were pushing those artists. They had, but the thing is that um, you know, they had the radio stations as a support mechanism,
Right.
you know, along with the marketing and development for the artist. And that's where we lack now, because a lot of times, artists are not, set up to where they can go out and and do what they need to do, and get those marketing materials, those different things that needs to get done, because a lot of them can't hire, they're not able to hire, marketing firms to come in to take care of their marketing and things like that. And I think, radio stations, they were constantly, playing the artist's music and constantly keeping them in rotation, constantly doing interviews with those different artists. And so we need to get back to that, and that's what we strive to get back to right here at the V Network Radio. And it's so great. And we've had so much success, especially with the gospel legends and uh, artists like yourself who've been in the gospel music industry for so many years, and you constantly coming up with new projects, and we want to make you shine. We want to, it's all about the artist, and the gospel music industry, and so that's what we want to do here. And we appreciate you as an artist. What is some of the best advice that you've been given in the gospel music industry, or some of the best advice that you've gotten?
You got to have faith, because you want to give up sometimes. And I've been there where I gave up for like 7 years. Like I just did, I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Working is hard and I don't know what to do. I just kind of got mines then before the pandemic. So you got to have faith. You have to pray. You have to believe. You have to receive. And then you have a good support, from
Yeah.
people, a little circle, and that will push you. You can do it. Just keep singing and encouraging you. But you got to have faith that you can do it. You gotta
That's right. We want to open up the phone lines 860-461-7577. If anyone would like to give her a call and give a shout out to Jeanette Adams, the number is 860-461-7577. Give us a call at the studio. We'll happy patch you in to the studio. And we're here with national international recording artist Jeanette Adams, and I'm telling you, she is awesome, a native of Virginia. Yes, 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 Hampton, Virginia. And she is in the house with us on today. Jeanette, how can individuals, because we got so many that's posted in the chat right now, want to know how to get your music?
It's on mostly all social media outlets.
Okay.
Apple for 99 cents. You can get it from Apple, Amazon, Spotify, iTunes, Deezer. It's out there. You can get it.
Okay.
Also,
And go ahead.
My website should be up really soon where you can just buy it straight from there.
All right. And also you have a social media also.
Jeanette Adams, but that's something I have to set. But I have Jeanette Adams musical moments that right now they can click on.
Okay. All right. Yeah. And those of you that would like to book Jeanette Adams, we've got so many different events all over the United States here. If you want to book Jeanette Adams here or internationally, for our international partners, HOD Radio World Network, the WNet Radio Network, and so many of our partners. If you would like to book her, she is one click away. You can contact her right there on Facebook. And is there a contact for you, or
you can get me inbox on Facebook, or also and contact Scott's Enterprises Media. You can go through them.
All right. And is there anyone that you want to give a shout out? I know I've seen Mr. Terry Scott from Scott Enterprises and Media in the audience, and so many in the audience, musicians, promoters, radio personalities in the audience.
Hello to everyone. Terry Scott, God bless you. Thank you for all you have done for me. And I know it's the will of God. I know you said something about Kathy Adams. I know that's my sister-in-law.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Thank her for yes, and so many. And we have Dr. Bradford Howard Jr., who is the founder of Vnetwork Radio right here, and he is in the house. Yeah. And he says Doc will be assisting her with promotions. All right. Yeah. Yes.
Thank you, Doc.
So we've got a complete team that is working along with you for your music, and that's so great to hear that Doc Dr. Bradford Howard Jr., marketing consultant,
Mhm.
is going to be assisting you.
Yes.
And thank you so much, Doc, for all you do for the gospel music industry. Yes. Um, uh, do you have any final words for this interview?
I'm just overjoyed, and I'm
Hmm.
filled with joy and excitement and love. And that song, I've got a reason. And I just want it, like I said, to be able to touch the hearts and souls of people.
Hmm.
I thank God for the interview. I thank God for everyone that is helping me. I mean, because like I said, I did not want to put the song out, not because of the song, because of me just going through not ready. Oh, I don't want to do it. I don't think I can do it. And I thank God that He has fixed it so to let me know you can do all things. You know,
All right.
amen.
And we got legend in the house. We got Mr. Teddy Cross of
Okay.
the
I know.
Gospel Keynotes. Yeah, he's in the house, and so many different artists are in the house, and they're just loving and throwing up the like signs and love signs for your music. Hey, I want to put up your CD cover, the new CD cover that we got, and I said, "Wow, what an elegant cover!" There you go, Jeanette Adams. That's her right there, right there. Go to all digital outlets and go get that project. Go get that project. I'm telling you, I got a reason. Praise God. Yeah, that is a wonderful, wonderful CD cover, and it's so elegant. We just love it. Now who designed your cover? I mean, it's wow.
It came through Brother Terry Scott. His
Terry Scott.
it's come.
Okay. And
Uh-huh.
Scott Enterprises. Oh wow. Those of you that you need some work done, radio promotions, you can reach out to Scott Enterprises. And you can reach out to Terry Scott. And then also you can find him on Facebook. You just send him a message and he'll be happy to you know set you up for radio promotion. I'm telling you, this project, and once they see that cover,
I to say the picture was taken by someone else,
okay. All
and with
right.
now my mind,
Yeah, that's
they
all right.
else
Yeah,
they
wonderful.
fixed it.
And those of you and all radio stations that out there, if you haven't gotten Jeanette Adams music, you need to inbox me. I can send you some information on how to get her music. And also you can reach out to Jeanette Adams on Facebook and make sure that or Scott Enterprises and Terry Scott for information on how to receive music by Jeanette Adams. I'm telling you, bless your station, bless you and your family. Don't forget to go to all digital outlets. Go to all digital outlets and support. I just can't say it enough. Support our artists. All right, all right. So don't forget. All right, and let's see. We got some more questions, and so many saying congratulations. Outstanding interview. You definitely have a reason, sis. Keep
Oh,
pushing.
yeah,
All
you
right,
know,
yeah. And so many. I just want to show you some of the messages that's coming up. And Mr. Teddy Cross, Doc, and so many I posted in the chat. I can't post them all, but yeah, I see all of these messages. Hey, thank you so much, and we're gonna be monitoring your Facebook page and monitor what you're doing in the gospel music industry. And I'm hoping that you can come out to the New Summer Awards in Baltimore, Maryland, with us. I'm telling you, be able to get your music and let people know about your artistry. And it's about networking and the different places. We're gonna have models there. We're gonna have artists from all over the world that's gonna be there, and I'm gonna be there, of course. And I'm gonna be doing on live interviews, red carpet interviews. So I'm so happy about that. That is coming up August the 3rd through the 8th. Yes, the Newsome Awards, August 3rd through the 8th. So many people are asking about that. And so you want to make sure you go out there and also go to Vnetwork radio page for that information. Hey, and you want to get your tickets now. It's going to be at the Baltimore Convention Center. Yes. And we're going to have Mr. Newsome on coming up pretty soon. And he's going to let us know more about this exciting award show and event for networking for artists all over the world. And you can get your music all over the world. I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome. So thank you so much. And hey, we got a great interview coming up real soon. And we want everybody to stay tuned. And I'm not going to give it away, but stay tuned for the flyer for another legendary gospel artist in the music industry. And I'm telling you, we bring the best in the gospel. Hey, if you are artists out there, you would like to be on the Vnetwork Radio, hey, you can send us an email information. Send us your EPK and 860-461-7577 is the number here at the studio, or you can email us at vnetworkradios@gmail.com. And if you want to listen to more good gospel music and you want to listen to Jeanette Adams, you tune in to vnetradio.com. All right. See y'all. God bless.
Bless you.